In today's news, we are joined by a very special guest, and it's a topic that is a big controversy between people in the United States, but I have a couple special guests lined up to come in here, and right now I'd like to introduce a well-known professor, and I'm going to let him introduce himself to you guys in a minute, but here he is.
My name is Ronnie, and I'm a scientist in the studies of dogs talking to humans.
Okay, so right now, I would have to assume that most of the viewers own a dog or have had a dog in the past. So they would they've always posed the question.
Stop thinking serious.
I would have to assume that a lot of you viewers at home own a dog or have owned a dog in the past. I know personally that I have a little wiener dog at home. He's about a couple months old, small little wiener. Anyways, I've always at home I always say, like, you know, I talk to him. I say, like, hey, if you talk, I'm talking to the dog, by the way. I tell him, hey, if you can talk, I won't tell anyone. Just talk to me. And he never does it. He looks straight at me and doesn't say anything.
Yeah, that's a big problem with the government giving our dogs these food that we have to feed them.
Mm-hmm.
And we should be giving them human food and also be feeding them tons of chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I've heard from like major important people that chocolate, an excessive amount of chocolate can kill a dog.
Bull crap.
You know.
Put my finger down. See that?
Good. This chocolate theory you have warmed up inside. You're ready to tell us. What can you tell us what that is and how it originated?
I was at home one day and I started eating chocolate. A little bit fell on the floor. I was gonna clean it up. My dog came and ate it, and I stared at him. I was like, "You better not eat that chocolate, boy." But he came up and ate it anyways.
Yeah.
And so then I just went down, started whispering in his ear.
He said the same thing back.
Yes, the same exact thing.
So then, wow. So now, I would like to welcome a special guest. This man, to give you guys a rundown, he has had a couple occurrences just like Randy over here.
It's Daquan.
I want you to give me a rundown of what happened. Okay.
I want to talk for me.
What happened? Did you have the same occurrence that Randy did?
No, my dog ate my avocado.
Basically, what you're saying is avocados can do it too.
Anything a dog not supposed to eat.
Dog's talking. So let's bring her in. So now you might be wondering, why is Shaquan here? Well, Shaquan obviously has had another thing like Daquan, the Don. I'm gonna call him Don. So Shaquan, tell us about your story.
I have a Reinheimer,
Yeah.
and I gave him a pill. Xanax.
What happened after you after the dog took the pill?
Top.
I knew it.
Communist.
The government is
Yeah.
trying to withhold these animals from talking to us, and I'm here to find the truth.
What did you do after this? Why after he said hello?
I called the police.
Did you call the police? Or did the police magically arrive?
I don't know.
The government is always watching. They're in our bedrooms. They're taking our dogs. They don't want us to talk to them.
You heard it here, folks. The government is behind everything. The government is regulating the dog's food. The government, they tell you not to take the chocolate from the dogs or give the dogs the chocolate. It's madness. Give us a rundown. Government.
The government, poopy. It sucks.
Yeah,
Okay?
okay.
I don't want to talk to them. They take away doggies.
On here. Hey, stop the camera. Stop.
Oh, stop, sir.